glad you've made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore, and we're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, for a much-anticipated main event. 12 rounds of welterweight action. This should be a good one tonight. Both fighters say they are primed, coming off a very intense and passionate training camp. Mayweather's focus is front and center as he makes his way to the ring right now.
That is about as close to Mayweather as you can get facially.
You can see it in his eyes. You just know.
Even though it does say 140 pounds for Manny Pacquiao, it's still a welterweight fight. I'll try not to talk over the commentary of the video game, while I add my own 2 cents in this recording. I tried this fight earlier. Mayweather came out with a win in the 5th round. So I want to try the second time to see if the outcome is the same. The catchweight king, Manny Pacquiao. There's one thing that did happen in the first fight, that Mayweather did utilize his straight right hand a lot more than I thought he would have, because the game has a tendency to just do his own thing since it is AI driven. It's a very, very close, probably about as close you'll get to a real Mayweather fight in a simulation than you'll get watching the real thing. Very impressed. Alright, here we go. As I expected, Mayweather going straight in with the jab, covering up. Manny Pacquiao attacking that body. Although he does not use the right hand as much in real life, than he uses it a lot more in the video game than he does in real life, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, I like Pacquiao against most guys, you know, as long as he doesn't go way out of his weight class. Don't forget, this is a guy
way out of his weight class. Alright, Teddy.
Yeah, he started at 106 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, he's so small and he keeps growing, he keeps getting bigger, but I love his attitude.
I have no clue why there's like a weird color mark on Mayweather's left side of Mayweather's face. It makes it look like he has his jaws broke or some shit, but I don't know. It's about as good as I can get it.
Not just a guy who's going to go hit you, but a guy that has to make adjustments when he has to. And his hand speed. Terrific hand speed.
Pacquiao only has hand speed against guys who ain't punching, so of course he looks fast. Don't mean nothing.
A headshot blocked.
Yeah, like I was saying about the last fight, Pacquiao went down 3 times with a right hand. Two of them were right hooks, the other one was overhand right. So despite the fashion of the right hand, it was still a right that put Manny down, just like how I think that's how Manny would go down in the real fight. And the fight only went 5 rounds. That I don't believe. A lot more Pacquiao pressure in this fight than was in the last one.
Nice work on the right hand by Money.
Good sweeping right fucking hook to the body.
You can sense it right away, Teddy. Looks like it's a tactical bout tonight.
Well, that's what happens when you get 2 counter
Mayweather uppercut.
Nobody wants to
lead. Don't see it much, but I can dig it.
He missed that uppercut. That's what I like to see. That's my man. He parries that punch intended for the head.
Mayweather straight to the body.
Don't let him get at you. Goes up top with a right
There's that straight right I'm looking for. There we go. Good counter.
Scores up top.
That was a good left hook. I'll admit that.
He'll land another power shot early on here, Teddy. Does he have to worry about trying to keep up this pace?
No, I don't think so. If he keeps at this pace, he's not going to be around to worry.
I do like the leaning mechanics that are in Champion a lot better than it was in Fight Night Round 4 and his predecessors.
Final 10 seconds of round number 1.
A lot more realistic.
A You see him with the left of the head there? He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
All right, that was a good round.
Bell rings, signifying the end of the round.
Mayweather was doing what he had to do. Very Mayweather-esque, but overall, Manny Pacquiao did win the first round. So a lot more aggressive, threw more punches, landed a little bit more. Let's see what the second round's going to be like.
That left hook to the liver, that body shot. You know, that's like going into a restaurant.
Nice shot of virtual ass.
You know, and the stain just doesn't come out. You know, you go to your cleaners, it's still there. Those body shots, they don't come out. They stay with you round after round.
Mayweather's stamina currently is 95%. Pacquiao is 81%.
He's got the benefit of that body work going for him.
Wow, really? That's a first.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one.
Mayweather straight right on time.
And now you see the southpaw pulling.
I'm just kind of curious what type of boxing game this would be if they didn't incorporate the Philly shell into its custom. Like, say for example, if someone wanted to create a Mayweather character, if they didn't have Philly shell, how would that work out? That'd be kind of weird, kind of awkward, unrealistic, at least for a boxing game.
Mayweather's just looking to get it done on the back end here, Teddy.
Then again, Mayweather didn't even have a Philly shell mechanic, and I think it was a Knockout Kings 2. I can't even remember. I think it was the first Knockout Kings on PlayStation, the one that Mayweather was in. Just weird. Oh shit.
Manny Pacquiao started at 106 pounds. And then rose
Thanks,
up
Joe Tessitore, for pointing that out for the second time.
But it really wasn't until November of 2003 when he claimed the featherweight title and TKOing Marco Antonio Barrera that he became that big spotlight kind of star.
Yeah, Marco Antonio Barrera had one foot at the ring and Manny Pacquiao beat him, so
found out just who and what Manny Pacquiao
I didn't consider that some feat.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Look at that! The hook came home with ease.
Damn, Pacquiao has insane pressure.
Oh, look at that. You know, you need space.
It's like he's getting tagged by the rights and the left hooks and some uppercuts, but it's just the relentless pressure is just there. Like, EA did a damn fine job of emulating Manny Pacquiao.
Tried to land that upstairs,
that dude is just
was off the mark.
Crazy, but I think this is in terms of simulation, I think this is the perfect, simulation for these two. Since until we actually get the real thing, you see the relentless pressure of Pacquiao moving forward, but yet the offense of Mayweather is definitely, as you can see with the uppercut, just stopped Pacquiao in his tracks. It was ridiculous. Mayweather better do something if he wants to put this motherfucker down.
Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round.
Oh, good counter left.
Now here's a perfect example of where you can actually see confidence growing in a fight. He was able to stun his man in that last round, and you just get a sense that he's a bigger, better fighter.
It looks like Pacquiao is slowly falling. His stamina is a little below 70%, and Mayweather's is a shy below 90%. Excuse the flares that's going on here. I'm recording this with a mobile phone, trying to remain as steady as possible. Round 3. It's only round 3, and we're getting tons of action. Stuff that you would get in the latter rounds of actual fights. Real fights, I should say.
Pacquiao's off to a fresh start right now. That last round, he was really shook up, but he looks to be steady on his feet here. Able to cover up that gut.
Come on, Pacquiao, use that right hand that you're supposed to have. Wow. Counter uppercut. Signature Philly show action by the Floyd Money
You
Mayweather.
can tell now that Pacquiao's foundation survived that earthquake.
Yeah, now you're going to find out whether the upper floors have been scattered a little bit, whether they're okay. Does he continue to be aggressive like he's been early?
Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. Gets rid of that. It was intended
I don't
for
care
his
what
head.
anyone says. It still looks like Mayweather is housing a fucking jawbreaker in his cheeks.
How is it that
That is
Manny
hilarious.
Pacquiao's improved as a defensive fighter? Not that he's got a ton of defense, but from what we saw earlier in the career, it's a different Manny.
He's less over-anxious. You know, he's just a little calmer, a little bit more patient. You know, he does.
Well, if I had a promoter that was pretty much fixing all of my fights to where I can win or have the biggest advantage, I'd be pretty calm also.
A little more responsible way.
If there's no form of adversity, then what's there to be worried about?
Fires off the hook. Look at that.
I think everyone's seen that Joshua Clottey fight.
Mayweather's punch.
Perfect example.
Close.
Damn, that right fucking uppercut is filthy.
Really on the mark.
Woo!
with an
Inside
overhand
left hook.
Pacquiao
Twice.
throwing punches out there that may cost him dearly because these are perfect and primed to be countered with.
Yeah, they are. They're a little too fat. And when they're a little bit too fat, guess what? The butcher's going to come over and he's going to cut that fat off. Oh, well, his opponent's going to throw in between.
Whipping the body shot and the left hook.
Move your head.
Up shot.
That's it. I need another round just like that, all right? You doing fantastic. Just keep up the good work. Listen, I need to see some counter punches, okay? Whenever he misses, you... Stay away from that power hand, okay? Keep circling away from that power hand. I need you to keep moving side to side, all right? Just keep moving. Don't let him get that power shot. Now listen, you need to keep moving out there. As soon as you stop moving.
Mayweather's ahead on Teddy's scorecard as we take a peek at those scores for the first time here today. Round number 4 just underway.
In the last fight,
After 3 rounds, he finds
Floyd was down
himself
2
up just a
rounds. In the third round, he scored. He had won. He was down 2 rounds leading up until the TKO. Not TKO, excuse me, the knockout in round 5.
He just looks exhausted to me right now.
It's the other way around. Maybe the outcome will be the other way around this time. So far, it's 1-0 Mayweather.
So many shots. We always think about the damage done when they land. This is showing you the damage that's done when they miss. He gets discouraged.
Yeah, this is showing you the damage Pacquiao would incur if he ever missed against Mayweather. I just find it a little disheartening how EA actually developed this game to where it's simulating the sport of boxing. But yet, if anyone has ever seen Manny Pacquiao fight, he's never ever in his life fought like this. I would actually think that they would have a little bit more of Pacquiao's style in the game. But it seems they got Mayweather's style down to a T, even though he is a created fighter on EA servers. I was expecting a little bit more hopping on Pacquiao's part. But that it goes to show as well that if Pacquiao was a conventional up and down stand-up boxer, Mayweather would dismantle him piece by piece.
But physically, I can make him a fighter.
He takes a shot and then commits to give
Perfect
it one right
representation of what a boxer Manny Pacquiao would look like compared to that freaking jumping, leaping, left hook, repetitious combination, quote-unquote machine. All these Pactards call him, or refer to him as a machine. Right.
He's tired. He's tired, champ. Come on, now's your chance.
Pacquiao's throwing wide punches. If I'm standing opposite of that, I jump on it.
Yeah, well, if you're the fighter, that's where you have to be kind of like into a Kodak moment, where you take a picture and you say, okay, remember that, and the next time, bang, I'm going to take advantage.
Jump on him right now. Body shot. It's all right. Keep moving. Keep moving.
10 seconds to go in the fourth.
Nice work. Nice work. Nice work.
And round 4 comes to an end.
Just for the record, Mayweather's rating, boxing rating in this game is 95, and Manny Pacquiao's is 93. I mean, it's a little more than I would rate Manny Pacquiao. I mean, I would give Manny Pacquiao at least a 90 or 91, if that, but Mayweather's stats are fairly reasonable to his boxing skill that we've all come to know watching him fight. So it's not like he's a super enhanced fighter just to beat Manny Pacquiao. No, I made sure everything was evenly matched. It's about as even as one can get it until these two actually fight, if they ever fight.
Frustrating his opponent now. Money's so defensively sound, it doesn't make for an easy target.
No, it doesn't, and it makes for a very frustrating night for his opponent. I see his opponent now, if you notice, he's getting a little tentative. He's afraid to let the punches go because when he misses, he's worried he's going to leave an opening.
Too many punches. Hands up. Hands up.
Wow, man. Just wave dash into that punch.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Good return fire that time.
Keep moving.
Pacquiao's tired as hell. Exhausted.
Pacquiao's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that.
Quit throwing unnecessary punches, Pacquiao, then maybe you wouldn't be so tired. Man. I don't care if this is AI driven. Conserve your energy, son.
Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming
Mayweather's
at you,
specialty,
no better way
counterpunching.
than to change his mind.
I think that was a second or third counter power shot Pacquiao gave Mayweather at this fight, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. A bad memory. Woo!
Dazed after that punch. Oh, what
Don't hold, bitch. Left hook.
Another good shot.
First, the second fight, left hook. Last fight, 3 right hands. That's almost a Mayweather patent, the left hook, although he doesn't use it as much.
This is a Manny Pacquiao that is not sturdy coming off that knockdown.
Jump on him right now. Oh, you got this one.
Even at this point, I don't really see Manny Pacquiao doing too much to come back to beat Mayweather. Mayweather's style is just too effective and superior to the inferior style of Manny Pacquiao, even if he's being portrayed as just a boxer.
Final 10 seconds of this 5th round.
And I wouldn't mind watching this version of Manny Pacquiao in real life if this is how he actually fought. you know, if Freddie Roach was actually good enough, was a damn good enough trainer to do it.
And the knockdown was scored. Now, Teddy,
you know, beggars can't be choosers, I suppose.
How do you treat him? Do you go soft on him when he comes back, or do you get right in his face? What's the way to approach it?
Look at that, 28%. Mayweather's only at a little shy below 70 this time. Going into the 5th or 6th round.
Other guys, they react.
This dude ain't gonna last another round.
What he reacts to, first of all.
He's gonna have to be on his bicycle.
You have to get information. Why did he get dropped? You had your right hand down, you got hit the hook. Get your right hand up. You'll be okay.
A new round underway here. Manny Pacquiao's hoping that he doesn't make a defensive flaw like he did in the last round. That cost him a knockdown. He is not in
with the jab.
He could be on the
you
deck
serious?
And there's a clinch after clearly being damaged.
And a clinch he needed like flowers need rain.
He's tired, Jeff. Come on, now's your chance.
Every punch thrown counts. Anyone's ever played Fight Night knows if you're below 30% stamina, a 1-2 combination of any sort will pretty much drain your stamina to just about nothing. So this fight's pretty much over.
In all walks of life, you know, in the ring,
this Pacquiao can come up with a fluke flash and hurt Mayweather and stun him.
Maybe he doesn't want to see what he has to see because then he would have to discipline himself. He's not ready to do that. Then he would have to make a change. Maybe he just wants to leave it this way. At the end of the day, people are going to say, oh, that guy's fought kind of fight that, you know, are hard to fight with, you know, and he has an excuse. Maybe that's what's going on right now.
Jab. Relax. He's tired, Jim. He's working his body. Overhand right can be so effective. Look at that!
Whoa!
Pacquiao finds himself on the receiving end of a knockdown blow again.
Go to sleep, son. Go to sleep. In a fetal fucking position. Can't even stop it.
You know, you can see it in Pacquiao's eyes. He's unaffected by that knockdown. He wants more of this fight.
Didn't seem like it, and he's getting up. Unaffected my ass.
Just like that. Solid uppercut. Oh, and they decide to trade there. Jump on it right now. Double up on those punches. Not able to land the uppercut. Pacquiao's work rate is impressive, Teddy, but his connect percentage is not.
No, there's two reasons for it. So one is his hip home.
Boom, left hand comes home. Did you see that? Pacquiao's evening.
Looking like he just hit him in the thigh. Oh, behind the elbow. Textbook body shot. No 3 knockdown roll. And he's done.
The fight is over. Mayweather's opponent is floored. A knockout victory. Boy, was that impressive.
It may be a video game, but this is a clear-cut representation of how the actual fight would go down. I don't care what anyone says. You can speak on Manny Pacquiao and hang from his nuts as much as you want. At the end of the day, Floyd Money Mayweather is victorious.
Money's your winner by knockout.
And he only lost the first round. On Teddy Atlas's scorecard.
Just put a stamp on his evening.
Yeah, bring down the curtain and make sure that more people are going to be talking about you when they leave the arena tonight.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore saying thanks for being with us.
Look at that. Ridiculous. 41% connect percentage to Pacquiao's 32, not too far behind. 54, 127 jabs landed. Those hooks, though. Come on, 4 of 16? 8 of 10 counter punches. This is just nasty. Just completely nasty. Shit. If that Mercito Gesta motherfucker wants to talk some shit too, Adrian Broner's gonna give it to him just the same way Mayweather just gave it to Pacquiao in Fight Night Champion. not even fronting. Everyone knows already. I don't care who it is. It can be Gesta, it can be Brandon Rios. Adrian Broner's going to give it to him. That Mayweather style just cannot be broken. There's certain trainers, there's just certain trainers and certain fighters out there who just can't figure out that style. You know? The only other person is Adrian Broner to actually, I won't even say he that style that he portrays is like, it's Mayweather. Hold on, what I'm trying to say is that his style is as close to a Mayweather emulation as you're gonna get at this point. You know? And it takes a guy with great athleticism, great strength, the know-how and dedication to make it happen, and that's Adrian Broner. You know, you can hate Adrian Broner, you can dislike him for his out-of-ring antics, but there's no denying that kid has talent. Like how everyone used to jump on John Jones, and he's talking about, he ain't gonna beat Shogun Rua. He ain't gonna beat this guy. He ain't gonna beat that guy. He hasn't proved himself yet. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out the type of weapons that these young bucks are bringing to the table. It's undeniable. That's why John Jones is champion. That's why Adrian Broner will clean out these weight classes, get that money, and beat that ass. Who else? There's no one out there that is going to take out Adrian Broner at this point. He's only going to get better. Great fighters go up. They don't go backwards. And I'm not even speaking about Manny Pacquiao, because that guy's been given so many goddamn chances. I mean, chances to win belts. I mean, yeah, he's been victorious, but he's been given handouts. I mean, every fight that he's had, other than the Timothy Bradley fight, has been rigged. Not rigged for him to cheat or anything like that, but rigged in his favor to win. Whether that be, now they're talking about a Cotto-Pacquiao rematch at 150 pounds, and Mayweather just got done smacking Cotto. I mean, I love Miguel Cotto. He's my second favorite fighter. You know, obviously below Floyd Mayweather, but Mayweather proved that Cotto at 154 is ineffective against his style, but yet Manny Pacquiao believes that fighting him at 150 is worthy of something. I don't understand. Like, just gain the extra 4 pounds, fight him, and call it a day. This catchweight bullshit is ridiculous. There's no reason for it. This is why I don't understand why people consider Manny Pacquiao great. I don't care how many belts he's won. Look how he's done it. I mean, come on now. Everything after De La Hoya it just looks suspect. And all these retards constantly go along with it. Like, I don't know. I can't wrap my mind around it. It's ridiculous. You know? And it's like everyone has their own little quips and a little 2 cents to add about, this is why I think Manny Pacquiao's reign is legitimate. It's not legitimate. You know? If you're a boxing fan, you understand it's not legitimate. And I'm not even saying that from a Mayweather fan standpoint. I'm just saying that as a boxing fan in general. But anyways, I'll probably come back and do a few more of these fights, depending on how well this one does. We're going on 30 minutes here, or 28 minutes, you know, so we'll see how we do. I'll be back. Take it easy. Holla.